video about some of the different models that are available in dental practice ownership. In particular, want to highlight the satellite dental office model. I still see a fair amount of postings from dentists that are hitting the retirement age that are posting their office for sale, and one of the buyer pools that they're trying to attract are satellite dental offices or dentists buying a second location and working out of both of those locations. Moving forward, I really don't think that model has much viability left. The amount of fixed expenses that now are accustomed in a dental office, you don't have enough operating days to get in front of those fixed expenses. Your contribution margin ratio can just never happen. Now, group practices, absolutely, there's still viability, but to me, a group practice is much different, and you can be a group practice with 2 offices, but that means there have to be multiple doctors in the group. A satellite office to me is 1 doctor going between different offices. That just the viability of that office, of that model, I just don't see anymore. You guys at home will be interested on this. If you're a dental office open Monday through Thursday, 8 to 5, with an hour for lunch, you are actually closed 80% of the week. So when you take in all the available hours in a week, again, you're missing all the hours on Friday and the weekends, and from 5 p.m. till 8 in the morning, you are actually closed 80% of the week. And now again, though, remember, fixed expenses you're constantly paying for. So your property tax, fixed expense, your rent, fixed expense, your dental chairs and dental equipment. All of those things can pile and add up. And if you're only able to work out of that office 2 days a week, you cannot get in front of those expenses. And then you get variable expenses. To me, the margin compression is what is just so severe in the space right now. We had to get an exhaust vent installed in our Bunker Hill office yesterday. The price was over $1,000. The labor alone was quoted at $600 an hour for labor. That production per hour rivals what we do in the dental office. If you're in a satellite location and you're gonna have plumbing issues, it's not if, it's when. We have so much plumbing through the office. We have so much IT through the office. We require a lot of equipment to provide high quality dentistry. Well, as you guys know, it is not if, it's when this stuff is gonna break. And you're not gonna have enough profit even to cover your plumbing bill for that month, let alone make it worthwhile to take on all the extra headache and overhead. So comment down below, let me know what you guys think. But me, long term, as I'm thinking about the overall just market dynamics, it is decreasing the overall buyer pool, because I don't think that satellite office is going to be one that gets played much moving forward. We can continue to see dynamic changes. 10, 15 years ago, practices were evaluated on a percentage of collections. That metric has really moved to an EBITDA evaluation. And the reason behind that is because the value is based on the free cash flow that your practice is able to create. For instance, you can do $1.4 million of revenue, but if you're paying $1.5 million to collect that 1.4, it's not a viable business. And now, in today's day and age, with insurance reimbursement rates not moving since the 90s, with the wage inflation that we're seeing, obviously the trades inflation has been astronomical. Property taxes continue to go north. So this margin squeeze is coming. And Chosen One, I appreciate the comment, had plumbing issues after Thanksgiving. We had 3 plumbing issues. We had 3 plumbing issues just yesterday. We had a hot water valve start leaking on us, had to replace that. The exhaust vent that we talked about that we had to do. And then we had another sterilizer that was having a little bit of water issue. Now, thankfully, we just had to replace the seal. But again, that stuff to me, it's death by 1,000 cuts. For instance, if you're a satellite office and you're using your equipment less frequently, again, the only thing worse than using stuff is not using it. So you're gonna have more issues with that satellite location, with less volume going through there. And for us, we are a Patterson office. When we have Patterson repairs, it is $500 to get Patterson to show up to the office. It's an hourly expense from there, and then it's whatever the sticker shock price is for the part or new item that we have to purchase. So I'm really curious. We'll see if Trump is able to do anything with this. Some of these problems at this point are so large. I don't know who's going to actually be able to get in front of some of this stuff. I don't want to be pessimistic, but it is really, really interesting times. And because to me, a lot of this is still going back to labor dynamics and supply and demand. I have not seen the ceiling on a lot of this stuff. We still, as an industry, have a 40% shortage of hygienists. The hygienist wage spiral has been incredible. It's a great opportunity for hygienists. I love that this career is able to provide such high job satisfaction and, again, such now impressive wage growth. But with that, we need to make sure we have enough supply so people can get 2 cleanings a year that need it. I mean, we're really going to get to the capacity standpoint where the average person is really going to struggle to get in and get 2 cleanings a year. The ADA recently has come up with a policy to try and allow foreign dentists to come over and immediately be allowed to do hygiene as well. I believe, don't quote me on this one, but I believe dental students as well. I believe if you're in dental school, that qualifies you to be a hygienist and you can clean teeth that way as well. So it'll be interesting to see where that goes. From my understanding, the hygiene boards are fighting this new policy. They don't want that to happen. So we'll see how this all plays out. But to me, a lot of this margin compression is not going to stop until we can get the labor dynamics right. Because as we know, inflation, the 2 stickiest forms of inflation are energy prices and wages. If we cannot keep wages, if we can't keep wages in a certain range because supply and demand, and somebody is going to continue to increase those just out of desperation, the margin compression isn't going to stop. So comment down below, let me know again what you guys are thinking, and let me know if my thoughts on the satellite office viability is on the money, or if you think I'm way off basis. The only one that I could think that could make it as a satellite location is if you're unbelievably specialized. If you're doing all on 4 procedures and that's basically all you do, yes, there's enough margin there because you're doing $40,000 cases. You can make that on 1 to 2 days a week of operating days. If you're doing bread and butter dentistry, in my opinion, the margins are not there to make the juice worth the squeeze to do the satellite office. You don't want to double up on bills. You don't want to double up on headaches, and you're really going to struggle to hit your contribution margin ratio in today's fixed and variable expense margin compression. So again, hope you guys have a great week. Let me know what jumps off the page at you guys in this little ramble. And Chosen One, I really appreciate the communication this morning. I hope you have a great one. Allison, how we doing? So guys, yeah, let me know. I am an open book for you guys. And so, yeah, let me know what you guys are curious and learning more about. I'm going to do, I think moving forward, some more live videos just to get a little bit of interaction going back and forth. So, and as you guys know at home, we are self-nominated the most random channel on YouTube. So, check out our other videos, as it is across the board. We cover a large swath of topics. So, well, cool. It looks like we are all, okay, good. Winty Miller, what do we have? Let's see. And I'm curious, for you guys watching, are you guys currently working in the dental field? Are you guys looking through a dental patient prism? What's the audience we're working with this morning? Let Winty Miller get their comments across. Okay, well, if we don't have much coming, we will sign out of here. Stay tuned for more. And again, appreciate your guys' viewership this morning. Have a wonderful Tuesday.